Good morning viewers. Most of the viewers were asking for syllabus of UPPSC GIC lectureship examinations. So in this video I have discussed the complete syllabus of government inter-college lectureship exams. So please watch this video and prepare for your exams accordingly. So let's see, in English language there will be unseen passages from prose and poetry, and afterwards there is grammar. In grammar section, punctuation, parts of speech, spellings, word formation, vocabulary, tenses, narration, conditionals, subject-verb agreement, phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions, transformation, synthesis. These are the topics which are prescribed for grammar section. Now let's see literary trends and movements. Uh, During the period, social and cultural background with special reference to the authors prescribed, and detailed study of 19th century from 1798 to 1900. Next area, that is figure of speech, forms of poetry and stanza forms like allegory, ballad, sonnet, blank verse, epic, mock epic, heroic couplet, lyric, elegy, Spenserian stanza, Ottawa rima, rhyme royal, and then there is a dramatic monologue, free verse, rhyme meter, sprung rhythm. Then there is dramatic forms, tragedy, tragic comedy, romance, one-act plays, biography, autobiography, memoir, and travel writing. After that, there is fictional forms, types of essays, then imagery. You have to prepare this one also: visual, auditory, kinesthetic, erotic, sensual, pathetic fallacy. These are the important area for study. Then literary movements like Renaissance, Reformation, Neoclassicism, metaphysical poets, Romanticism, Pre-Raphaelite, Modernism, aesthetic movement, and the Chartist movements. So Renaissance, Reformation, and Neoclassicism, these are the most important movements in English literature, and metaphysical poets, Romanticism, Pre-Raphaelites movement, and Modernism, aesthetic movements, the Chartist movements. All the questions basically from literary trends are asked from these topics. So students, prepare these topics very thoroughly. And I have given some suggested reading like Impressionism, Expressionism, and Surrealism. So questions may be set from this one also. But before that, you prepare these topics, and later on, if you have time, then you can read about this one also. Then you have to study about literary criticism of Aristotle, Dryden, Johnson, Coleridge, Wordsworth, especially his lyrical ballads, and Matthew Arnold and T.S. Eliot. In poetry section, we have John Milton's Paradise Lost. You have to study both book first and book second. Then there is William Wordsworth. You have to study about his life and works, especially Tinton Abbey, Ode on the Intimation of Immortality. Then after having thorough study about these poems, you have to read the Prelude, the Solitary Reaper also, because questions may be asked from these also. Next one is P.B. Shelley, Adonais, Ode to the West Wind, to a Skylark, and next one is E.P. Psychedian. So next one is John Keats, Endymion, Ode on the Grecian, Law Bell Damson's Mercy. Then you have Alfred Lord Tennyson, The Princess, In Memoriam, Defense of Lucknow. Then Robert Browning's, especially the questions are asked from his poem Rabi Ben Izra, My Last Duchess and Prospice. Prospice is for suggestive study. And then there is Samuel Taylor Coleridge, his well-known poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Kubla Khan and Christabel, Ode on the Departing Year, and Biographia Literaria, about his autobiography. So you have to go through all these poems also. Then there is William Butler Yeats, his poem The Second Coming, Byzantium and Selling to Byzantium, Leda and the Swan, A Prayer for My Daughter. These are the poems which are very important and questions are asked from these ones. Then there is T.S. Eliot. You have to study about his the poem The Wasteland. Then there is A.C. Swinburne, Atlanta in Cladon. In drama section, William Shakespeare, his play The Tempest, Henry IV, Part 1, Hamlet, Twelfth Night. So these are the poems, plays you have to study. And for suggested reading, I have given Macbeth. Then there is prose and fiction. You have to study about Charles Dickens' Great Expectation, his novel, and Charles Lamb's Essays of Elia. W.M. Thackeray's Vanity Fair and Esmond, both of these novels are important. And then William Golding's novel Lord of the Flies. Then Graham Greene, The Power and the Glory, D.H. Lawrence's Sons and Lovers. And suggested reading for D.H. Lawrence is another novel, that is Women in Love and The White Peacock. Then there is Thomas Carlyle on heroes, hero worship and the heroic in history. It's a collection of his lectures that he had given. And another one novel, that is Sorter Resorters. Then you have Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. And suggested reading of Jane Austen is Sense and Sensibility, Mansfield Park, Sanderson and Persuasion. Next writer is John Ruskin. You have to study about his 5 volume of work, that is Modern Painters. Then Anthony Trollope, the Palliser novels. It's a collection of 6 novels, and you have to study about the life and works of Hazlitt also. And Dizzy Rossetti, a poet of love and loss, uh, and his life and works. Dizzy Rossetti is also known as a poet of love and loss. So you have to study about the life and works of Dizzy Rossetti, and then life and works of Hopkins. After going through all these syllabus, writers and movements and literary criticism, you have to go through this one also, like Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, John Dryden, Alexander Pope, Rape of the Lock, and Matthew Arnold, Thomas Hardy, George Bernard Shaw, George Orwell, Raja Rao, Mulk Raj Anand, Nazim Ezekiel, Robert Frost, Ernest Hemingway, Harold Pinter. So these are the uh, writers which are important in some extent. Questions may be asked from this one also, but it is for suggested reading, first hand reading of this life and works of these writers. So first of all, before go through all the lessons that I have stated above, and afterwards you go through these ones. So students, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a good day.